Hello everybody and welcome to a very special episode today. I am celebrating 50 subscribers. Yes, there are 50 people sitting at home right now that actually want to listen to me ramble about art and zines and comics and crap. So as a big thank you to all of you guys who have been watching and who have subscribed, I've got a special episode planned, and it features some things that I picked up at a thrift store not that long ago. I actually went into the thrift store specifically because on one of my Sunday runs, I saw they had a Frank Zappa box set, and I love me some Frank Zappa. So a couple days after that, I rode my bicycle halfway across town specifically to get my hands on it. But on that same thrift store adventure, which it was a really fun store to look through, by the way, I think entire paychecks are going to be in danger of disappearing in that store. Very close to where the box set was displayed proudly in the window, they had a long box with comics, and I'm like, oh hell yes, I have to look through. So we got some comics to check out. Gonna look through these, something very similar to my zine review episodes. I'd like to review more comics in the future, so this is just the start of exciting things to come. And I absolutely could not pass these up. They were just $2 each. We're gonna check out some Batman trading cards from 1989. These are older than I am. There is gum in here that is older than I am. And oh, you better believe that we're going to do a taste test of this 32-year-old gum. So, let's check out those comics. So, the first comic I want to share with you guys, I got Conan the Barbarian. This was I think this one was like $4, not very much. You can see that somebody's decorated this a little bit. That's okay. I'm not really interested in this for the resale value, just as the holy crap, it's a Conan comic, and that's awesome. So I was just excited to see all these comics that were available in the shop. I will probably be returning and buying some more comics in the future. This is, like I said, this store, my paychecks are in danger. So already this is like immensely worth every penny I paid, because we have a Charles Atlas ad, and this is some classic comics history combined with classic bodybuilding history. I love weightlifting. I've gotten into learning about vintage bodybuilding, so it's like, yes, this is cool. I actually really want to know what this Charles Atlas workout method is. I'm very curious on what this amazing dynamic tension secret method that's supposed to turn me into an absolute Giga Chad, or a He-Man, as he says, as he advertises. He's going to turn us into He-Man. He also promises that he can give us a magnetic personality. He can actually make you a better person, and you will be able to punch people. Charles Atlas says that if you want to solve problems, you just do it by punching people, and I can respect that. But let's talk about Conan here. Let's check this comic out. This is, was that 1974, baby? I don't know a lot about Conan. This is a whole franchise that I've wanted to get into. I haven't read the Robert E. Howard books. I want to get my hands on those, particularly the Frazetta covers, because I love Frank Frazetta. So I'll just flip through a little bit, and again, the old comic ads, this is amazing. There's just like, everything gets better. We have like the 7-foot life-size ghost. This is probably the best part of the whole comic, is just like Planet of the Apes mask. Get your Star Trek stuff. Are there like 3D or X-ray glasses, whatever it was? One of those other classic comic things. One thing to comment on the actual printing. This is something that I learned about from watching Chris on ComicTropes here on YouTube. You can kind of see this is all printed on a newsprint style paper, so it has a little bit of like a beige tint, and I did learn that in the process of coloring, in ye old days before computers made everything easier and or harder, depending on your perspective, they had to take that into consideration when they were coming up with their color schemes for these comics. Everything is going to end up, I guess, a little bit muted during the printing, so they have to take that into consideration, and that's something that can affect reprints of comics. If they're printed on bright white paper, then sometimes the color schemes, if they're going off of the original, I'm not using I don't remember my proper color terms. If they're using what was like the original colors that they put down for printing on this type of paper, then sometimes on the bright white paper, it's going to come out a little bit garish. It's not going to be exactly what was intended. So we get some sweet ass cars, baby. Also, Isokinetics, some more weightlifting. They knew exactly what their audience was. You're reading Conan, you want to get jacked. This Isokinetics, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's 166% better than weights, and it's 390% better than isometrics. I don't know what that means, but that is a thing that was a thing back in the day. I like a lot of the contrast and a lot of the compositions of scenes here. Just so fun to look through. We got more we can be taller, holy crap. And we can learn how to draw monsters. And you can buy seahorses. This is everything you can possibly need. A lot of people trying to get you a job. Maybe they think if you read comic books you don't have a job. I mean, until recently that was true for me, but we don't need to talk about that. I love the shot of this dude's face. I don't know, something about that angle. Close up on Conan there. And hell yeah, that's a cool composed image. Also, you could be a motorcycle mechanic. Hell yeah. And we have Red Sonja. And we have more weightlifting, hell yes. And also you got your Mighty Marvel belt buckle, so you look like the greatest of Chads. But yeah, this was a fun thing to find. Just like all the ads, like I said, that's like my favorite part is all the ads. As the comics I have, my comic collection's not very extensive. It doesn't go back into the good old days of comic history. I wish I had more to say. I'm just kind of showing you what's going on here. Yeah. And then, because we're reading comic books, we definitely did not get any kind of high school education. We can also get our diploma. Thank you, comic books. Helping me be a better person, stronger, and also getting me my motorcycle, my motorcycle certification. Alright, so we got our Conan. Now, we got a German Avengers comic, and this one I bought just because I was like, oh, hell yeah, German Avengers comic, that's badass. This one, there was a lot of things that are very interesting about this. The more I was thinking about it while I was reading, obviously this being, where's the date? 1978 is the most recent date mentioned in this text wall of German. I should say a big apology to Frau Clayton, my college German teacher. I took German and I forgot absolutely everything, so you don't want to even hear me try to pronounce some of this. I have definitely failed in my German education. But Oh gosh, what was I gonna say? What I was gonna say is back in these days of 1978, obviously, as I said with the Conan comic, we didn't have computers to make everything nice and easy in terms of things like changing the text. Like nowadays, I think all you would have to do, you just take your workable digital file, retype up everything into German, and obviously translation's going to be the same can of worms that it was back then. That's always a can of worms. I think that this would have had to be handwritten just all over again, basically. So that was an entire extra... It was like you just have to handwrite the entire comic again, I think. And then, actually, what I should have pointed out, I'm gonna pop back a little bit. I'm gonna get close up to this right here. I noticed, you can see like some of that dot printing there. It kind of stops right where the text is. And then you can also see here on Captain America's arm, there's like the cross hatching, and the quality of the hatching changes right here. And there is a distinctive line. So I think there was some kind of editing job where they would have cut out the original, maybe not even cut out, but just like pasted over the original English lettering and edited the German on top of that. So that's interesting how that's just a whole extra part of the process, something that you don't always think about if you're like me and you're very much in the world of doing things with computers. And another thing, this is on a much glossier paper compared to the Conan comics, and you can see like that one's got the yellowish tint. This one is much more bright white and glossy. So I wonder if this isn't just an example of colors being altered based off of what they're printed on. Like this might be a lot more vibrant than what was the intended color scheme. So it's just like all these weird, interesting things about printing, things that you start to think about. Oh, we also have tribbles. The trouble with tribbles. Some of those things when you're like printing your own comics. I like this shot. That's very cool. Let me pan out a little bit. I like the perspective, just the variations of line thickness and the colors. And again with the German text being added in, but it never looks awkwardly added in. Everything just looks very natural. So all the like text editing, that sort of thing, it's done very, very well. They're also not trying to sell you something on every other page. That's nice, but they make up for the lack of ads at the very end. You'll see. So there is a little bit of, you'll see there's some damage. A little bit there. Looks like somebody's cat chewed on it. So, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is a genuine Sea Monkeys ad, and the lack of ads in the rest of the comic is more than made up for by the fact that we got classic sea monkeys, and they're German sea monkeys. These ones speak German. I'm assuming it says so in the ad. I can't read German, so I don't know what they're telling me that they can do, but I think they're saying it's great for kids. That's the extent of my German. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So there are my beautiful new acquisitions to my small but surely to be growing comic collection. So, for the finale of our episode, gonna look at some Batman cards. So my plan with these Batman cards is I was gonna keep one closed as my mint collector's whatever the hell thing, and I'm just gonna open one of them. So I think what I planned to do, I'm gonna keep this one closed as my collector's piece. Maybe it'll be worth something. It'll be worth even more in like 32 more years. maybe it's gonna be worth $5. Imagine that. So we're gonna open for the first time these Batman cards. Alright. I'm almost afraid to see the state of the chewing gum here, actually. Ah! I dropped the gum! Okay, gum is fine. Almost dropped it on the floor. We're gonna wait on the gum. We're gonna wait a little bit on that, but here's what we're unpacking. I'm kind of surprised that's not wrapped in something. It's just been in contact with this card for 32 years. I think it's been 32 years. And surprisingly, there doesn't seem to be a lot of chewing gum residue on these cards. I think I saw on the box that these were in, because there was like an original sell it in the store display box thing. I think they said it's a series of 30. I was going to say 32, but that says 41. So I'm pretty sure 41 is higher than 32. Alright, what we got here? Oh, this is also one of the ones where we have a image on the back that we can assemble. Jack Nicholson, the coolest Joker. We have How the Joker Lives. That looks pretty slammin'. It's been a really long time since I've seen this particular Batman movie. This particular Batman movie simply referred to as Batman. I think the last Batman movie of this era that I saw was Batman and Robin, which I don't know why everybody hates that movie. The one with Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, that one was badass. That's a good fucking movie. Some people just don't have taste. Here we got some more Joker up in here. Of the Joker's costume design. Of Alfred. So it looks like only this one has the... Maybe it's a thing where like one in each set has the part of the Joker's face, and you just gotta buy a crap ton of these sets and hope that you get the full assembly. I can go back to the thrift store. I can get more. They were only $2. I can get more gum. Our boy, the Joker. I want to see this Batman movie again. It has been a long time. The clown and the... I read that as crapboard. It's clapboard. Topps Batman picture series. So we get 22 stickers, 132 cards. Oh, hell yeah. We got our classic first Batman issue. Nice. And then, oh, that's a very cool drawing. Nice. Alright. So there was a sticker in here somewhere that I just did not register the sticker, apparently. Somewhere. I don't know, maybe it's attached to the gum. They promised me a sticker. Which one of these things is the sticker? Well, I'll figure it out. I don't know, maybe that is? I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure out, because my gum is sitting there. Oh, wait, here, that's the sticker, because it has the word peel on it. See? We can peel that off. And, oh. Okay, so you probably can't see, but, like, there's nothing really sticky about what just got peeled off. That's just, disappointment. I'm gonna not peel that anymore. There's no stickiness, just disappointment. But here's the most important question. How does the gum taste? And you guys saw me unwrap that, so you have my promise that this is in fact genuine chewing gum from 1989. So it It smells like an eraser. Might work as an eraser. It surprisingly looks okay. Like, that looks fine. Let's see. I immediately regret this decision. It's just like a cracker. So, I'm gonna give it a little bit. We're gonna... Oh my gosh. It was just like kind of turning into powder. Oh my god. I can't describe the flavor. It's just dissolving into nothing. It's okay, this I'm gonna Oh no. This is okay, this was not a good decision. Okay, so that wasn't really gum as much as it was like the world's worst Smarties. It is gone. I mean, oh god. Okay, I'm gonna give a thumbs down on the gum. Like, Tops, I'm not into your gum so much. The 32-year-old gum. I don't recommend the 32-year-old gum, but if you can, find yourself a pack of... It just tastes like cardboard. If you can find yourself a pack of these Batman cards, definitely. I got them for $2. Hopefully you can find them for very cheap also. That's just like a cool little thing to have. So, on that note, I need to get some water after this episode. Oh my god. Thank you guys so much for watching me talk about comics. Beautiful comics. Check out some Batman cards, taste test some really, really nasty old gum. I appreciate all of you guys. I think it's at 51 now. Maybe it's more than that by now. If I don't get hundreds of subscribers just for the gum stunt, then I don't know. But thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some cool new episodes.